Okay, so here is a typical halter. This one is a do-more, actually, from Tractor Supply, which means there's many thousands of these out there. Fairly typical construction. All right, it's got a snap over here on the right side. This is what's called a gated, I guess they call this a gated halter, or a halter with gate, or with snap, they call it sometimes. This piece here, I'm going to show you the two pieces we're concerned with. Okay, over here where my fingers are, that would be the horse's nose. Okay, we're only concerned with these two pieces here. This is called the throat latch, which has a snap, and the connector strap, and that's all we're concerned with. What we have to do is to mount the blind sight on here. Okay, we've got to be able to get this ring on the connector strap, and we've got to be able to get the throat latch through this opening. So that means on most halters come so the throat latch can't go all the way through. This has to be cut here slightly with a razor knife, and I've opened this one up already. Can you see? It's not open much. I just simply slit the layers of nylon apart. If it was leather, I would have slit the layers of leather apart, and that's all. So the throat latch can come through. All right, now I'm going to transfer this down to sitting on top of the blind sight, so you can actually see how this works. Here we're looking at the halter from the other side, the side with the snap. Now what we're going to do is take the snap out. Okay, and then it would be removed. We'll just pull it through the connector strap. We'll take the throat latch with the snap and move it through the, see if I can do this one-handed, through the connector strap. So now the connector strap is hanging. All right? Now, I'm going to lay the connector strap down on top of the unit, and you can actually see how this goes back together. Okay, this is going to be the definitive way of mounting this on your typical halter. Here's your halter. Here's the cheek pieces. Here's the nose piece and chin piece. Okay, that's this circle right here in the front. Here's the cheek pieces. Here is the throat latch we're talking about, this piece here, and here's the connector that goes to the bottom of your nose piece there. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to unsnap the throat latch. Now we've made this cut in here, remember, so we can pull it through just barely and get this thing through. All right, now that I've got the connector free, I'll put the connector through the front ring of the box. All right, I'll put the snap, the throat latch with snap, through there, through the one ring on the side of the box, through the connector, or the connecting strap, through the ring on the other side of the BlindSight-E, and now I'm going to attach it here. And now, Josh, can you loosen this up so you can tilt it up? Okay, ready? Nice and smoothly. Here we go. We're going to go up. We're going to lift this thing up. Can you see it? Now I'm going to move back a little bit, make it a little easier. Can you see that? Yep. Now, actually, horse's head's going to be maybe more like this. So it's going to hang down. This is exactly what we want. At first, we're only concerned with the first 6 to 12 feet in front of the animal. If the animal wants to see farther, it senses farther, it can lift its head and point at the horizon. When it's eating or drinking, it can point its head way down, and it's scanning right where its nose is. So this is exactly what we want. Very simple. All right? That's really all there is to this. You modify the connector straps. You can pull the throat latch through, and you do that three-step process that I just showed you. You know, you take the strap all the way out, put the connector through, put connecting strap through this ring, put the throat wrap through this ring, through the connector strap, through this ring, and latch it. And there you are with an attached BlindSight-E. Just the way it's supposed to. This is the attachment that Mike Cross came up with. And we tried using, these are with the heavy, solid stainless steel rings. We tried this with the various split rings and whatever. It seemed to work for a while, and after a while, some of the horses developed quite a talent for peeling the split rings off. So far, nobody's messed this up. I, on the other hand, have messed up. I tried using tie wraps to change the level of this and everything, and it turns out, well, I'm not a horse person, as I said before. Mike Cross is, and he's a brilliant one. And this is the attachment setup that he came up with, and we don't seem to be able to beat this. This works about the best. Now the only thing here, you got to make sure that the strap on the, I forget what you call this here, the headpiece here, or whatever it's called, the top here, is buckled tight enough to lift this up a little bit. You can't have like a halter that's 1 or 2 sizes too big and everything's hanging a foot down. Not going to work. To get this thing up so it won't end up in a water trough, and it's not waterproof, you can't do this. We're water resistant, but not waterproof. It means that this buckle here, and let me turn around here, this buckle here that goes up on the horse's head, you have to have this tight enough to lift this up a little bit. Okay? It can't be hanging, you know, 6, 8 inches below the horse's neck. These have got to be not super snug, but they've got to be well fit. Anyway, that's all there is to it. There's the fitting of the BlindSight-E. Thank you very much.